Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars Week 91, Day 3. Today we got ourselves a yellow day, and we're actually going to be making a new team for. And by a new team, I basically just mean going back to Divine Quillen. But we'll see, I might end up incorporating Rope Dart. I really want to try fitting Rope Dart in there. Rope Dart's obviously really solid yellow weapon. Pretty much always worth using. But yeah. So, Yellow Day, our current yellow team has been one we've been using for a while. However, it is finally time to retire it. It did lose once last time after its really nice win streak, but the main reason I want to retire it is we're actually on a really high score streak this week, and I kind of want to keep that up. So, we're going to scrap basically everything. Might keep the Rope Dart, we'll see. But I want to go Divine Quillen, because why not? That's pretty much the standard to run for Yellow Day. It's very strong if you haven't already been using it. Definitely a good idea. Biggest issue with it, it does not have a good way to... You know what? I almost want to use... Hold up. We're allowed to use Hunglong. I might base our high score on RNG. Deal damage to all enemies, and there's an individual chance to gain attack, or an extra turn, or barrier, or enchant, or bless, and all of them can trigger, or none of them can trigger. Too random. Tempted, though. But anyways, where on Earth is, What's your bad idea typing in Divine? That's not going to make it any easier to find. They all have Divine in their name. Divine Quillen. Mana Generator. Oh, you know what? I might bring out Queen Aurora. That's pure yellow. What are we missing? We're missing brown. Does any brown yellow weapon not useless? What even is that sentence? Is any brown yellow weapon not useless? Flamethrower. Triple damage? Do a poke? Ooh. Is that the team? I think this is the team. Do that with like a Titan or something? Just out of safety's sake, because, you know what? What if we did it with, even better, what if we did Monk? No, half mana start, but we have enough Alpha Queen Aurora that we should be fine. And then we just go, actually, is it even worth going all in on yellow? They're going to deny us. Maybe yellow-red. I was want to double up on the red. But then again, we're already going to have it off of Queen Aurora, so. Yellow-red. Let's go with that. Plus 2 yellow, plus 1 red. Minus is green. I think that's fine. I should probably actually, Quillen underneath the Queen Aurora. No, I keep it higher. Because if they have an insta-kill to backline, we'd rather have Queen Aurora that died than Quillen. Or if they have any way of hitting backline. I think that is the team. Okay, so here's our new yellow team. Which is just the old yellow team, pretty much is a little bit different. Divine Quillen is probably the strongest thing you can run on Yellow Day. The combination is just insane. It doesn't even need any mythic, so we are using it with a mythic here. It doesn't require a mythic to function. It doesn't have an empower, though. What's a yellow empower that isn't useless? Are there any? Well, it'll help if I do any color instead of all colors. Child of Summer, brown to red. Not really worth it. We have a Skull Spammer, green to skull. We have a green to purple, which honestly is in this team isn't too horrible. That's all of them. I was like, where are the rest? No, we do have brown to green. I mean, green to brown, I mean. Doesn't really help us much, though. Out of any of them, Child of Summer is probably the most useful. You already start with a Yellow Storm, though, don't you? What else do we have on Monk right now? That's not how you check. We got a Freeze, we got a Cleanse, we got some extra brown armor. I'll see, I'd almost want to go Recovery here. I don't know, what's better? 3 up front reduction or 2 every turn? We'd have to be damaged and have 2 turns go by for this to be better than 3 armor to 1 single unit. The problem is if we're already at the point where this is activating, we're already at a point where we might die. Where the recovery might not help us much. But if we're getting hit by something absolutely gigantic, bursting, this might actually help us more. Normally this is better. Though because we only have 1 brown and it's a hero itself, this might actually be the one time we take fast healing. In most instances, the upfront armor is actually just better to have. But, given that only our hero needs it, this might actually get value over it for once. Oh no, I still like this for the burst damage though. Like, what if they hit you for nearly your entire durability on 1 turn? and you're left with like 2 HP, which means you would be dead if you had fast healing, but you would be alive if you had Stone Circle. I'm gonna keep it with the armor. It's just safer. Even though you're effectively gonna get more durability out of this, its upfront durability is slower, drastically slower than Stone Circle, even if you're literally only using the bonus for hero and nothing else. Or for whatever your first slot is. In this case, happens to nicely be hero. Extra life for blues. I'd rather have Fairy Fire and then again, do we even have anything that needs to do Fairy Fire damage? We're basically going all in on skulls. So we kind of don't need that. Purification we definitely need. We're going to be needing that to get out of Entangle so badly with this team. Wait, I actually forgot. You have a Purification? That's actually really good for what we need to do. Do we even have a blue ally, though? Wait, are we missing blue, too? Wait, are we missing 2 colors? Yeah, I'm only missing blue now. Oh, yeah, what are our minus blue banner options? Ooh, tempting. You know what? I might just do that just because, even though we have more yellows, it's more likely they countered. And we're not using blue, so I might as well do that, actually. That's one of the pay-to-win banners, the Fire and Fury. I think this might actually be the first time I'm ever using it. But, yes, this is one of the Warband banners. They really need to add more ways to get Warbands. Luckily, I got lucky enough that I haven't actually spent any money on Warbands yet. However, that is off of pure luck. Though I still need to find it one more time in order for us to actually have enough for the next batch or 2. Also, I didn't even say hello to everyone yet. Hello, everyone! Hello, Bill! Hello, actually, let me start from the top. Oh, Bill was... Hey, Bill was actually first this time when he mentioned first. Nice. He has reclaimed his first spot. Hello, Bill. Hello, Hong. Hello, Mister. Hello, Defiant. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Imperial. Also, talk of sandwiches. Hello, Nightmare. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Gerudo. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Sushi Ninja. Hello, who have I not said hello to? Hello, Jason. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Tyrion. Hello. Let's see. Their name is made of their letters in the second name of the half, their first name. So their head should be said as SP Herm. Isn't that what I've been saying? Isn't that not what I've already been saying, SP Herm? I'm pretty sure that's already what I've been saying it as. Have I not? And then everyone else said it was wrong. But that's how I've been saying the name. Haven't I? Pretty sure I have. Let's see. Hello, HD Addict. That's one of the few times I'm actually pronouncing something correctly, initially. Also, hello, Jamie, and hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so I think we're sticking with this. It does use the pay-to-win banner. But aside from that, you could obviously use something else. Like, we even just had it as something else earlier. But, I think this will do. I think this is the first time I've ever gotten any use out of this banner as well. Is it the ones that are still available, or is this one, like, the super pay-to-win one that's not even available anymore? I think you get it from this one, Fire and Fury. So yeah, it's still available. Though it does cost 50 warbands, which is a lot because they don't ever add any way to get them. And let me guess, I don't have them today? Nope. Let me guess, Adventure Board also doesn't have it today? I didn't even check it earlier. Nope, just some gems. Yeah, they really need to add ways to get more. Anyways, let's go do Guild Wars already. So, Yellow Day, let's hope we do good. Do I need to change anything? We're currently set to 20% this season. We have Divine, 40% mana start. Monk technically would benefit from the 20%, however, he'd be the only thing on our... Oh, I just realized we got more Queen Aurora synergy there, because she actually counts as Divine. So yeah, I don't think we go 20% because our hero is literally the only thing that we gain a benefit from it. We also don't necessarily need Cleanse because our hero is already going to be able to cleanse out of everything. So I think we just go all in on Seasons and just go for a really high damage output. This also gives us durability on everything to make sure we don't die before Queen Aurora can get a cast off. And we should be good to go. Anyways, let's go to Guild Wars already. Let's see. Are we good? Should be good. How the rankings. Why are we always the dead center of bracket 5? Like, every time I look, we're just, like, perfectly dead center. Also, do not use Phoenicia team. That would be a gigantic fail. I don't think I've ever used the wrong color yet on the wrong day. We will, at some point, eventually use the wrong team for the wrong day. But this is definitely Yellow Day. That is definitely a yellow team. Unfortunately, I cannot wear a yellow shirt because it will green screen. My green screen's currently like a greenish yellow. So if I try wearing yellow, it'll actually get green screened. Actually, if I wear a dark green shirt, it will actually green screen less than the yellow shirt I have because the yellow is so saturated and bright, like, you know, yellows normally are. And because of that, it's gonna green screen like crazy. It actually green screens better than anything I have. Like, normally whenever we go like floating head or something, I actually just wear a bright yellow shirt because it actually green screens like the best out of any piece of clothing I have. It's kind of funny. That's why we can't wear yellow. It's not that we don't have a yellow shirt. I would just be floating head with no yellow shirt on if we did. Anyways, are we good? I always like checking like a billion times to make sure everything's good. I think we are fine. Okay, let's do it. I'm always so paranoid about it. Anyways, hello Gustavo, welcome. Have you figured out the what? The scoring of the world event? Or have you missed it? Oh no, we went over on Monday. We were also doing it correctly last night. It's very weird though. It has Glaceon is the best. Then the other high rarity one is the next one. Then it goes but yeah, it's like Glaceon, and it goes, I can't remember what the Mythic's name is called for the event. And then it goes, oh gosh, I can't remember what the fourth one is now too off the top of my head. We just had it earlier. We were doing it correctly yesterday. I just forgot off the top of my head. It's just so weird. I know that Golem's the lowest. Then it goes, gosh, I can't remember the name of most of them. I'll double check it before we go back into it again. It's just the most confusing they've ever done it. We did have it down yesterday, though. I know for sure we were doing it 100% correct yesterday. When we were messing around with it. It's just so overly convoluted this week. What do I even go for here? I am tempted to go for a Purple Surge and just hope it goes into line with everything. He currently has blue to yellow, which is kind of concerning. Because if I don't take this, he's going to go crazy. So I kind of have to take this blue. Biggest issue is we don't actually use blue, which is kind of nice because he's about to deny it. However, he's going to get so much mana that I almost just want to take the mana I need and just hope he doesn't do anything crazy. The problem with that is he's going to have his weapon, and then we're going to have no mana at all. So I think the game plan here is take this blue down. This will deny his extra turn. Let him cast. He'll take the red and the other thing. And we go from there. So he'll do that. Oh, he still ended up getting alignment off it. No! Oh, it's unfortunate. We're still frozen on yellow as well. This would actually be a good time to possibly go for cleanse. However, we should be good to go just from this extra turn cycle there. And then we skip this down. Oh, I meant to hit that into yellow. I knew we wouldn't get the extra turn from it, but for the other thing I was aiming for. Okay, so we're not frozen on you. So we can go for green here to try to set up the other thing. The only problem is we are slightly short on mana. You're still frozen. Brown won't help us at the moment. Bit of a weird situation. I almost just want to try for Skull off of Flamerifer because he can be burned, correct? He can. It's not going to be enough damage to kill, though. He has score reduction. It's going to come close, but it's not going to be all the way enough. I kind of just want to do this on yellow and just hope we get lucky off a Cascade. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough, but this gives us a really good cast this turn, which I think is enough to justify doing it. So right here, we're not frozen on Skulls, which is one of the main gimmicks of this team, because we have the hero up front. So might as well utilize that. I don't believe I have Convert here. Purple to red, brown to Skulls. Brown to Skulls is not... Oh, wait, you know what? Actually, it will be because of Potion. Oh, never mind. Even without Potion, it would still work, but let's do it. Because the potions do get converted to Skulls, just like anything else would. Or, you know, when you're converting them. And we end up doing this. Go for that. Get a nice big burst in. Still not frozen on Skulls, so we can just keep doing that. We didn't go for yellow, which we are frozen on. Oh, this thing really needs a cleanse. If we want to make Queen... If they want to make Queen Aurora not useless, just give it a cleanse, and it'll be, like, one of the top 10 mythics in the game. Its lack of cleanse is what makes it generally not used. It is so annoying not having cleanse on that thing. Is it worth going for again? No, we don't have any alignment. I can't take that yellow either because we're frozen on it. However, what we can do is mass take yellow. Even though we're frozen on it, we're getting so much mana that doesn't really matter that we're frozen on it. Because we're just getting so much value from the cast. Okay, do we have alignment here? No? Yes, yes. It's on yellow though, so no. So we basically have no alignment. I just go for the brown to Skull one, just hope it works out. And then get the other one, and we'll pretty much have a good board. He will get a bit of Skull or 2 here, or 3 or 4. But we have enough durability that shouldn't be too bad. Still alive. That's the main thing that matters. Ideally, we'd have Skull alignment off of this. I don't believe we do, though. However, we did finally get a Bless. However, we still have one that's frozen, so didn't completely fix the issue yet. We're still frozen on yellow, which is problematic. I can go kill him right here. We don't have alignment to go do anything with this, though. So we're just going to take the Skull for now. Ideally, we'll have a follow-up. However, I do not believe we do. Actually, we do. We have it all the way over here. It's a bit of a weird alignment, but we have it, so it's worth it. Okay, anything else we could do? We still have a Skull, so we'll definitely take that. That'll kill out Hero. Anything else? We're actually not frozen on blue because we can't use blue. That's one of the only few benefits about not using a color. It's actually impossible to get frozen on that color because if you don't have it on your team, you can't get frozen by it. So it kind of works out in that regard. Skull's not enough to kill it, is it? I should probably just go for a durability gain here just to play it safe. Probably do into yellow because it's the color we need for pretty much everything. And I think that's basically match. He doesn't have alignment there. We are... Yeah, we are frozen on purple. Frozen on purple, frozen on yellow. I kind of still just want to take that skull, though. It's just so much value. Okay, and we should just be able to kill here, right? Right? Hopefully? Yes? No? No. Somehow no. Just throw Flamethrower. I kind of want to throw a barrier just in case it does something like insane out of nowhere. So I'm going to go for yellow here, and even though we don't get extra turn from it, it's still worth it. Make sure hero doesn't die, make sure something weird doesn't happen. And that should be dead. What a weird battle. I'll take it though. Unfortunately, that's a bit of a bad pacing for that battle. Hopefully the next few will go a little bit smoother. If they have anything that has a mass freeze again, we might have to go cleanse. Luckily, this is not something that does. Unfortunately, it's life and death instead. This is the very meta Orb Weaver team. Actually, isn't that what I'm running for defend as well? I am, and it's currently 3-7, which is currently the best win rate of anything we've ran all week. So, yeah, this is a pretty popular option. It's pretty much standard Orb Weaver defend team. Actually, I believe it's the exact same everything as ours. Pretty sure. Okay, let's just roll it then. Hopefully it should be good. You're so sick of losing on the first enemy turn. Yeah, the double empower meta is very annoying. There's a lot of it. We haven't faced it yet today. Actually, I don't even think we faced it yet this week. However, yeah, it can be very, very annoying. What's also annoying is how bad the starting board is. He's about to do, what's it again? Yellow to purple. That is actually very helpful for us, oddly enough. Unfortunately, he did not go for it. Wait, did I just leave an extra turn down there? Wait, what? I had to have cascaded into extra turn. Oh, no, that wasn't extra turn. That was 2 3s. I was going to say. I didn't think I left an extra turn there. I could try for green off of Sky. I think we go for it. He's about to get life and death down. Didn't get it. However, we do have full mana now. Unfortunately, though... Oh, wait, we do have alignment. Hold up. We'll do that. I can get some value rolling. I have Flamer of all things. I don't think we go for it yet, though. Yet. Can we cascade anything of relevance? I don't believe we can. We can take a blue to a brown to the other thing. We can take a purple and hope for... Oh, no, purple off the Sky doesn't do that. Tempted to throw a Flamer. Don't you give mana to all allies or something? Don't you have a weird mechanic where you give 1 mana to all allies? Give 1 mana to all allies. You do. The reason why this is relevant is because Divine Ishbala will actually have full mana for next turn because of that. Alternatively, we can take double purple and also have the barrier for him, which is also very tempting because I don't want him to randomly die to Death Mark. I think that might be a little bit better. I'm gonna take it through his skull, though. Oh yeah, we could have actually turned over purple off the Sky. We didn't get it, though. However, it was possible for it to happen. It just didn't happen. Alright, so we're going to do this onto whatever the most populated color is at this point, which is either blue or purple. And with this team, purple is the better choice. However, he has a yellow to purple, which is a little bit scary if we miss this because it's going to backfire so ridiculously hard. I think we could risk it, though. There you go. We risked it and got it. Now, do we have alignment? We sure hope so with this board. It does not appear so because there's, like, no red. And the skulls do not have a line. The reds also make it so we don't have alignment for the other thing. I can try for purple again. Also tempting to go for yellow. However, just doing purple again might get us a good board. Actually, you know what? I can get alignment right there by doing that. And then we won. Because now we can do Divine Ishbala. Oh, wait! What? Did I miss something? Oh, because of... I was thinking the other convert. Whoops. I'm not sure what I was thinking there. Okay, let's just do this on the yellow. We need the mana. What a fail. I was thinking of the other thing. Okay, we're fine. Divine Ishbala. Why can't we ever get any alignment this turn or this battle? He has barrier, so that doesn't matter as much. He's going to get Weaver down. My biggest concern here is we're almost in death range of for whatever reason, Queen Aurora does not buff herself. It's one of the other reasons she's actually generally not too useful. 2 reasons. One is she doesn't cleanse anything that she does her effect on. And the other one is she doesn't do her effect on herself, which is very annoying. But we'll go for this. Luckily, get an extra turn, which probably just saved us from actually losing. That saved us so ridiculously hard. Let's see. We'll take that as well. Luckily, there's no freeze on the opposing team right now, which is making this rather convenient. Since we can kind of just go crazy with absolutely everything. Could have gone for a Flamer there, though. The thing that we would have hit on wouldn't have really helped much. No, maybe it still would have been a good value. I think we go for Skull here. That's not going to be enough to kill. He's probably going to get a summon, though I need the yellow. Flamethrower is not as good to cast at this point. He's going to get a Weaver down, but it's not going to be enough to kill. And of course he gets a Spider, because why wouldn't he? Divine Shpala, you better have alignment. You do not, somehow. Do we go for just more yellow, then? Let me take this purple first, get all that. We now have alignment, so we'll go for it as well. We'll go for... Do we have any Cascade? No, we do not, but we'll take this down so we can get all that rolling. Can you please stop summoning spiders? Luckily, he is dead, so it's impossible for him to summon anymore because he can't anymore. He's now dead. I kind of want that little bit extra red. We'd have to hit at least one red off of this. I think I'll do it just so we have the triple damage on that, just so it dies immediately. Unfortunately, somehow hit no mana on that. The one extra that it gives is actually enough to get the max, so that worked out. Do that again so we can kind of get things rolling, and he is dead. We won. Okay. What a weird battle. These battles are going very strangely. I'm also doing some weird moves as well. Like forgetting what color Divine Shpala is going to convert. Let's see. I was putting the red there like, yeah, that will extra turn. And it's like, oh yeah, it's green to yellow. It's red to skull. Wrong color to color, or wrong thing to thing. First person running a Wild Fang team. Double Empower, as per usual. The very annoying Double Empower. Going straight into Scripture to counter us out. This is the one that does extra yellow, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, so we basically just have to win quicker than he wins. That's all we have to do. That is all we have to do. So, right off the bat, I think we want a purple. So those are right next to each other for Divine Shpala. Only problem now is getting her to full mana, which we do not have. Nor can we get in a timely fashion. He's going to extra turn right there, so I should probably stop that. It's better than taking the other skull. Because in case he doesn't get skull distracted, we don't want him getting an extra turn. Good, he did the wrong convert. He also did the wrong cast. Unfortunately, he did get an extra turn from it, though. Can you please stop casting? That'd be great. Stop casting for a few seconds so we can actually go win. Okay, he's going to do Scripture again, so that's bad. We'll take this because we kind of have to. That's bad. That's exceedingly bad. Well, there goes our perfect week. Wild Fang just going crazy before we could do anything. But yeah, there's the good old dying on turn 1 of Guild Wars. But yeah, those double empowers. There should be like a rule for Guild Wars at some point that they'll need to add that prevents you from ever running 2 empowers on your defense team. Cap it at 1. Because the amount of things you have to try to think about for it and just get absolutely horrible luck on some starting boards is just so horrifically high. Because you can't account for every convert every starting board. Okay, well, there goes the 9,600 only week. I highly doubt we're ever going to get that, though. That's so ridiculously hard to do. Hit an average of 9,600 every day for an entire week. It's definitely possible, though. It's just very hard to do. We had 2 days in a row. I'll take a purple here. Divine Shpala. And now we just won? Pretty sure we just won. Yeah, it's already won. Like, look at how much different this battle's going compared to the previous. It's literally the exact same team. But because our starting board was, like, slightly not horrible, we already won. Oh, or maybe not. He's going to summon a billion bandits. Because that's still a thing as well, for whatever reason. No alignment? Really? All this board and there's no alignment on it. Kind of just want to go for a Flame Refer here. Let's go do this on yellow. How about now? Did the board get any better between those 2 casts? Yes, it did. So we can do that. How about now? Yep, do that. How about now? Yep, actually it's better to do this one first because it sets up right into Divine Shpala's cast. Look at how much different this battle went. He won in 1 turn and now we win in 1 turn. It's pretty much Guild War in a nutshell, though. Kill instantly or be killed instantly. That is the game mode. There is almost no in between. I'll take that first. Doesn't actually give a skull alignment, though, does it? Well, it gives us a skull for extra turn, but not a conversion of the cast. Which is ideally what we want. Oh well, let's do that. And there we go. I'm pretty sure that was all 1 consecutive turn. back to back once we started getting it going. That's one nice thing about Divine Spell Equivalent. It can pseudo loop forever. It doesn't actually loop forever, but it loops long enough to just instantly kill the entire enemy team if you get it right. And that was one of the instances where it did that. Oh, I can't believe we lost that one. That was so unfortunate. Not the one we just did, but the one beforehand. Same team, completely different results. Like, as different as there could possibly be. Complete opposites between those two battles, even though it was the exact same team. I'm going to take this one first. Unfortunately, we do not have any way to convert with him. Nothing that he converts is even on the board right now. Purple to red and brown to skull. It's going to get, like, almost no value right now. Still not going to get much value. I think we'll just go for a Flamer and just hope we get lucky. Alternative is to take a skull here, too. What's his convert? Green to purple. That actually helps us a lot if he does that, so I'm going to just skip my turn so he can go do green to purple convert and make us win. Please do your convert. I want to win. The second he casts that, we just win. Oh, well, we might have to do it normally. Fine, we'll play normally without the auto win of his cast. He doesn't want to give it to us. At least not in a timely manner. We're going to infinite loop him before he, before he has the chance. There we go, he's dead. But yeah, Divine Spell Equivalent, if we haven't used it for Yellow Day, really good. You'll still die to pure RNG sometimes, though. But it did okay for one loss. Very unfortunate one battle there. That we immediately just auto-won against the second time we fought against it. Too bad they weren't both like that one. But overall, not too bad. Just a very unfortunate loss there. I'm not sure we could have done much about. Let me actually switch to Magic. For whatever reason, I don't have any of them set to Magic right now. So we can go clear out Dailies real quick. Also, what's the flash offer they're doing? Oh, they're doing a International Dog Day flash offer. Of course, we had the pet for that yesterday. Also, all these you can get for pretty much for free now, so no point in really buying them. Because they don't do any new ones for these. They keep doing all the old ones whenever they bring them back. But all three of these you can just buy for gems. It's less than 100 gems to get all three of these. So really no point in getting it in the bundle, since basically the only thing you're getting is gems, and at that point there are plenty of other offers that give you better value. Let's go claim, speaking of gems, let's go claim the gems off of this real quick. Yeah, it's going to be our new Guild War Yellow. I'm happy with this team. It just died to pure RNG, but that's going to happen to almost anything occasionally. It's going to get you eventually. Those double empower teams are so vicious, though. I hate them so much. And you kind of have to use them sometimes yourself just to counter them. Like when we do it for the Zugov team. Of course, that's a double empower into Zugov. They're just so ridiculously annoying. And some boards, you just can't do anything about it. Because there's so many things that they convert that you can't stop all of it with one single move. The only real counter to it is to like convert away your own color. However, you can actually only do that on Yellow Day, and that was the previous team we were using. Because we were getting so tired of how many people were running that double convert that we ran a yellow into purple so that the enemy couldn't deny our color, so we could deny our own color before they did. The only problem with this is it's really slow because you're literally denying your own color every single battle you do. However, it made sure they couldn't get any value from converting yellow because you would convert your own yellow before they can. The only problem with that is most Guild War color days cannot do that because there isn't a color of the thing that converts out of it. If I'm not mistaken, Lamb Stew is the only thing in the entire game that has the capability of converting out of your own color, which when it first came out almost seemed like a bad thing. However, it is useful for Guild Wars. We've been utilizing it the last several Guild Wars. The team that we just replaced with the team that we're using now ended up utilizing that method. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's also used for the Spider team, just because its convert is good for it. It's actually surprisingly useful in power. It also is one of the only empowers, or one of the only few. Actually, is it the only one that actually does damage attached to it? Because it does damage to the weakest, which is kind of okay. Damage isn't like great, but it's better than no damage. It's better than some of the effects the empowers have, like Tapon doing a single poison. Pretty underwhelming. Quite a few of their effects are pretty underwhelming. And then there's things like Mercy that has like an amazing one. Mercy was the first troop to ever have this ability, the empower into ability like this. And kind of sets the kind of the threshold for what a good empower is considered. But I guess to automatically heal weakest, which is good for the AI, has the standard convert, and has a full team cleanse. Like pretty much every empower has to be compared to her just because she's the very first one. Kind of like all the Infernus like troops are compared to Infernus just because it was the very first one that kind of set the mold for the typing. But yeah, she was a really good empower. Still is, though she's used a lot less due to team synergies. But she's still very usable. So we do have a class event going on today. It is for Slayer Hero class. Slayer Hero class prior to last year was actually pretty underwhelming. However, it's really meta for the Zugov team. Probably see us running it, though we didn't run it last week. But it's really good for this team for just doing absolutely insane Slayer damage. Main reason why it's really useful for this is it has Enrage when an enemy dies, so you immediately re-enrage. It also has Enrage off of Bloodthirsty, giving it the most consistent Enrage of any hero class in the entire game. The other reason why it's useful is its bleed trait. This is used ever so occasionally on really weak battles because it gets to inflict bleed whenever it gets a kill. This is probably most noteworthy in the current state of the game for using it with Ironhawk, because if you're running, you can run an Ironhawk team with only one Ironhawk if you do this, because you can run your hero, and if you do a kill on Explore 1, as long as you kill at least 3 of them, the 4th one will die to bleed. So it's pretty convenient for that. It doesn't work for Nomapalooza, but it does work for gnome farming, and you can do that in places like Blackhawk and Cinder Mirage, and pretty much this whole little triangle right over here. The triangle of farming. I'm not sure if it has a proper name, but these are like 3 really efficient locations for farming out Explore battles on difficulty 1, because they have really low durability. Anyways, I was about to go do something and completely forget what it was now. Oh yeah, I was going to go do the class event. Let's go change that real quick. Just use the team we showed on Monday, which is this one right over here. Also, we already have the team for invasions tomorrow. It is doubles Sharp Tooth. We'll be doing this around noon, I think. Yeah, probably around noon. Tomorrow morning, or I guess tomorrow afternoon. But double Sharp Tooth, mirror, or literally any weapon, doesn't really matter, and Apotheosis, or Apophysis, whatever you call it. Basically just the Empower into Skulls. Double Sharp Tooth just auto wins because he's the tower killer. You can literally do that for every invasion. And the weapon is just here to be a weapon. For the earlier battles, you might want to go something full AoE to kind of kill it out that way. But for the later battles, you pretty much just go with that and be good to go. Actually, is that the full restriction? There might be something that actually is restricted more, because it was only monsters. Yeah, you count as a monster. Yeah, this still counts. You just have to change your weapon if you want to go a bit quicker. Maybe go for a bit more mana generator, because obviously that's more so for when you're up against 4 towers. For the earlier battles, you might want a quicker wipe off of like Black Mana Gores or something similar. Anyways, yeah, let's go run that real quick then. I'll put it on to paste. I meant to, and then got distracted. But let's go with this. I have it set to Slayer right now. I actually do not want to set to Slayer. The reason I have it set to Slayer is because we need it for one of the objectives. However, what we actually want it set to is... Oops, that's the Ward event. We will be getting around to those battles, though. However, what I meant to do is... Games. Slayer class. Put this in here. And switch this to Archmagus. Because the only reason I have it set to Slayer right now... the one in the video was correct, as far as the copy-paste for it. But the on Monday night, we ended up changing it to Slayer because we needed it for one of the objectives, just to get it done real quick, instead of having to make another team. Also, one pretty fun thing about this is, yeah, everything just auto-dies. Though we don't have that bleed anymore. You know what? Maybe we do go stick with the bleed. I forgot. It actually has a really funny gimmick that makes it so it actually is better. Hold up. We actually will use Slayer. There's a really funny gimmick that it has with this particular team. Oh, it only works on this really low area, though. Oh, yeah, we'll do it for the next few battles. We'll go back to Slayer, just so I can show that one gimmick that it has. So, Slayer gets to bleed all enemies when an enemy dies. And this is occasionally useful. So basically what we could do here, since we're in one-shot range, is just one-shot all the ones that have the higher HP values. And in the bleed, we'll just kill the ones that have the lower one. As you can see, boom, it's dead. We don't even need our hero class. It'll just kill them out. You have to be at a really low level range for this to work, but it works. There's a lot of weird things Slayer hero class can do. Quite a few of them. It's not the best hero class in the game, but it's a good utility one. What would be the alternative for Flameifer and the Zugov team? Or Scale Crown. It's weaker, but it does red spawn. Better Scale Crown's the closest equivalence that you can possibly do. I wonder if we actually have enough to one-shot in the next area. I don't think we do. But if we do, make things a lot easier. Oh, this is bad. We don't have enough damage. Likely passing our turn a few times will kill him, though. Yeah, it's already not worth doing. Okay, back to Archmagus. That's the only area we could do it on. You could do it on Explorer 1 as well. Yeah, the enemies have to be very weak for you to get away with that gimmick. Like, very, very weak. Luckily, they are in that area. Oh yeah, I never handed out a code. Let me go do that. I still haven't handed out the code for the stream yet. Also, why am I spamming these? I should be going for Black Managle. We're still in one-shot range of Black Magic, aren't we? Should be. Oh, are we not set to magic right now? Because I definitely should go change that for not. Oh no, we are. Oh, damage just seems low. Anyways, while we're out of here, let me go hand out a code real quick. Oh, did I hear snacks? What are you snacking on? Probably gonna snack on cheese tonight. Cheese and crackers. I'm not sure why. I've gotten in a cheese and cracker kick lately. Ever since earlier last week. Let's see. Where on earth is the code section? Stop hiding from me. There it is. Put that there, put that there, put that there. Click refresh. Also, does anyone know what happened with Salty's stream last night? I like checked for it. She wasn't streaming. I checked a half hour later. She wasn't streaming. And then I found out later that there was actually a stream in between the 2 times where I checked the stream. So apparently something happened with her stream where she had to like end it within 10 minutes. Because I checked twice within like a half an hour period. And the first time I checked, she wasn't streaming. The next time I checked, she wasn't streaming. And then in between that time, she did her stream. Somehow. Not sure how. I don't think we've ever done a stream that short. Actually, what is the shortest stream we've ever done? I would probably say a half an hour on a day that we might have been sick, where we were kind of just like did the stream, did like the bare minimum, and then like left. But I know when I was sick the other week, we did like what, a 40-minute stream? I don't think we've ever gone under half an hour though. Anyways, where were we? We did that, we did that. Let's finish out Slayer class. Oh, it is the code, everyone. Same thing as always. You guys know how to use it. Enjoy, and definitely feel free to leave a like on stream. Helps out a lot and is greatly appreciated. Also, as far as our stream schedule, of course today we end up doing the 1-year Fall Guy thing. Nothing too interesting, but I did want to do it just because of the 1-year anniversary. There actually have some pretty cool stuff happening on September 4th, or technically September 3rd, but we'll be doing it on the 4th because that 3rd is a Friday. And that means we have a new Mythic and everything else to cover, so definitely won't be able to do anything for that game. But on the 4th, they're adding a bunch of the Jungle Book characters from Disney, so that'll be cool for that game. As far as this weekend, tomorrow, of course, we're doing Invasions tomorrow morning. Around noon, probably about an hour, maybe a little bit more of a stream. But basically, we're just going to be doing everything related to Invasions in the morning. Should hopefully have a bit video up beforehand. It's not specifically on Invasions, but on what's it called? On the new weapon, since I still haven't been able to get that up. That'll be a perfect time to end up doing it. Also, we'll be messing with the new invasion weapon as well as actually doing invasions during that stream. And aside from that, this Saturday we'll probably do Darkest Dungeon then. Might even be able to finish out Darkest Dungeon during that stream. And then Sunday, probably have other stuff I need to get around to. So that's the game plan. What did we go for here? Take a purple for now. Salty has yet to figure out how to do a wired connection at home while streaming instead of Wi-Fi. Interesting. I wonder what it would be like if I tried streaming off my phone's Wi-Fi. Because I was doing it while on vacation. Or, you know, not streaming, but, you know, as far as everything that I needed for all my devices. And even though I have a pretty cheap phone and a pretty cheap plan, it was actually pretty okay, like the connection. Like, there were a few instances where it, like, hicked up like crazy that if you had a wired connection, it wouldn't have. But other than that, it actually wasn't that bad at all. Like, I was really surprised. I'm not even paying that much for it either. I believe it's $25 a month. It's like $25 for 10 gigs. Which is data limited, but realistically, I'm never going to use that much. While I was on vacation, I believe I used 6 or 7. However, that's because I was on vacation using it literally for every device I have. Normally, I don't even use a single gigabyte, even though I have a 10 gigabyte plan. But I have the 10 gigabyte plan because when I do go on vacation, it takes like one vacation to eat up almost all of it. She said there is no way to dog-proof the wire. True. What if you had it going through the ceiling, though? Like, have one of those clips that you would put on a wall that you can use to hold up hangers. One of those ones that are easy to remove. And then have the wire go across the ceiling and do it that way. I'm not sure what they're called, but I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm referring to. Like those things that you could put onto a wall or anywheres, and it's like a little, almost like coat hanger thing, and it's easy to remove. And you just put that up and just have a bunch of those as to have your wire all the way across. Something like that. It's a little bit of a weird fix for it, but it would get it done. But yeah, we always run wired connection. Because there'd probably be problems otherwise. Connection's already shaky some nights, even with a wired connection. Don't put duct tape up high. Because that would ruin whatever you put it on. How are you not dead yet? Also, how do we not have full mana either? There we go. Something to kill it. There we go, finally. What class to level next? When will you make the tier list video? We probably should soon. Was there anything holding me back from doing it? I know for a couple of the other things, I've been waiting for all the factions to be in the game. For a couple of videos. However, for the hero class tier list video, we should probably cover that soon. We definitely got to cover it within the next month. Not sure exactly when, but we definitely need to. Because there's no reason why we can't at this moment. One of the main reasons I've been putting it off initially was because I was kind of waiting for a hero class rework. And then that never came, and at this point, I'm not sure when on earth it's coming. I didn't contact any of the beta people yet to know if what's happening next patch, though. Actually, I don't think they know yet. Or I might just sign up for next beta so I know ahead of time. I haven't bothered signing up for end betas for Gems of War for quite some time. It's been over a year, actually, since I bothered messing with them. I might for this one, we'll see. Because they were taking applicants recently, weren't they? I'm not sure if that's closed already or not. I'm not even sure if the beta started yet. In which case, they wouldn't actually know any info yet. If I was to ask them. I'll stick that for now, just kill Black Manacle. They're getting a second dog. Oh gosh. My friend ended up getting a third dog, and he was convinced by the household to not get a fourth, but they were considering getting a fourth. Luckily, they stopped at 3. Their dogs are pretty vicious, though. Like, I know when I went to Defiant's house, because I ended up doing that while I was in Chicago. Actually, he's even here right now. But his dog was really tame. But yeah, the friends I normally see in Chicago, like their dog, like they're not gonna like attack you, but they're like those like really big aggressive dogs. Yeah, they're really annoying. I've never been much of a dog person. Cats are so much tamer. They kind of just lay there and relax, and then you can relax with them. I've never had any of those like really scratchy cats, so that's probably why I like cats. You gotta get Persians. That's like the key. You know if someone doesn't like cats because they didn't have a Persian. That's like the easiest way to tell. Someone who hates cats. They have never owned a Persian cat before. Or been to a household that has a Persian cat. Because they were absolutely amazing. What do we even go for here? Get that down. No, there wasn't a fan meetup in Chicago. Defiant asked while I was down there, and I was able to fit in the schedule and ended up seeing him. He also traded me to Red Lobster. It was really good. First time I had Red Lobster in quite some time. Which reminds me, I need to go to Red Lobster again sometimes. I forgot how good their food is. Especially those biscuits. Biscuits with the lobster bisque is like... If you're going to Red Lobster, like that's the thing you have to get. Lobster bisque with their little butter biscuit rolls or whatever there are. Or, you know, the ones that they give you for free. Okay, we'll kill that out. We're good to go. Sounds like a fan meetup to me. I literally saw one person. Not much of a fan meetup. One singular fan. Yeah, the Cheddar Bay biscuits. Those things are amazing. That and the lobster bisque is so good. As long as the place doesn't mess up their lobster bisque. Because I have been to a couple Red Lobsters that have in the past. As long as they don't, it's such an amazing combo. Oh, there's our 25 gems. Is it really worth doing? Not really. Do I still do it on occasion? Most of the time, yes. And there's the redeem code. Hey, if nothing else, that 25 gems is almost 3 gem keys. The redeem code's only 1. So I guess if you compare it like that, it's kind of worth it. It takes so much time, though. At least relative to other things that give gems. Like, Treasure Hunt almost gives a run for its money for how much gems it does. Though, it's still better just to do the Clash Trial. Because if you rush method Treasure Hunt, it's actually around... oh, no. I'm starting to do Treasure Hunt again. After last week now. But this is the only Treasure Hunt we're doing. Just to show, like, that it does give gems. But, I don't know. It's hard to tell which one actually gives more. I would say that the class event is more overall. Like, the amount of gems that it can effectively give per minute. Because if you can finish it about as quick as we just did, I believe it's around 2 gems per minute or so. Maybe slightly quicker. Whereas Treasure Hunt is closer to 1 gem per minute. Which, of course, would make the other events quicker. But, I don't know. It depends on quite a few factors on which one actually ends up ultimately being quicker than the other one. Let's see. We only got a few, but that should still be enough to get one. Right? Yep, we got 1 gem. Yeah, it's like 60 per hour, 1 per minute. So yeah, technically the Clash Trials, if you could do the Clash Trials in under 25 minutes, it's better than doing Treasure Hunt. So if you could do it in like 20 minutes or less, it's kind of worth doing the Clash Trials. Which obviously we easily can with whatever teams we did. Not sure exactly how long it took us. Actually, we could probably check by looking back in the stream. It took us around 12 minutes? Looks like about 12 minutes from what I could tell. It took about 12 minutes. 12, 13. It was around there. It wasn't that long. Oh wait, were we still at it back then? Hold up, maybe it was closer to 15 minutes, but that was because we were messing around with a different team. Yeah, it took us like 15 minutes tops. Which is still worth it. Anything under 25 minutes is technically positive value. You might develop Treasure Hunt PTSD, I know, right? Okay, so that's all the main things we need to do. I guess we go do World Event next. Because we still got progress to do on that. I don't think the guild is done with it yet. Obsessed Guild Wars. Oh, while we're here, let's see how our defense did. Oh, we already checked it earlier. Dead center of... I'm not sure why. We can knock it out of the dead center of bracket 5, which is perfectly fine. But it's just always funny. Anytime I ever luck, it's like, oh yeah, we're still in dead center. Okay, let's go to the other event then. So we currently have this thing. So does it remind you once per day? So we already had the reminder. So will actually remind me that we are using the incorrect banner. I would sure hope so, because it's going to be very bad. If not, good, it does. So I guess it has a reminder limit of once per day then? I guess. Oh, I might be able to get the other medal. Hold up. Yes, we can. Or I think we can. Did we get it? Got a purple. Oh, no, it wasn't enough. We have to stage 11, I think. Ooh. And if we buy another tier, there's really no point in doing so, though. Anyways, let's go do our battles. So we got all Ice Golem, so I guess we have to take Ice Golem then. Okay, let's just roll with this. I did change the banner completely, right? It should be. Let's hope so. Yeah, Glacian, Fallen Valdis. Oh, yeah, that was the one I was trying to figure out the name of. That was the one that threw me off. Arturian. I could not remember its name earlier when it got completely stumped when I was naming them all earlier. But yeah, the Arcturian is what threw me off. I forgot its name. I was like, I gotta be careful. It can actually kill me if I'm just gonna take skulls all over the place. It can actually win. We don't just auto-win. Because their attack damage is starting to get pretty high. Worst comes to worst, we could just resummon a dwarf, though. Our dwarf army. Like, that last slot could probably solo a lot of these battles. Okay, Turian is next. Honestly, it might just force us into a battle at this point. Because I don't think it resets anymore, so it's just going to force us into whatever's left. Oh, Defiant is here. Let's see. Oh, those are all the ones you have leveled? Oh, which are the ones you don't have leveled? That would have been easier to know. It's actually harder if I know the ones that you did compared to the ones that you didn't. Because if I see a good one in the ones that you didn't, then I would mention that one. Is Titan on that list? Oh no, Titan's there. Frost Mage already there. Monk's already there. Thief's already there. I'm trying to think what's viable. Oh, oh no, Plague Lure's already there too. Oh no, most of the viable ones seem to already be on that list. Necromancer's not bad. Or, oh no, Archmagus. How do you not have Archmagus upgraded? That one's amazing. We use it almost like every single week. Actually, I think I do use it literally every single week. It's probably the best thing for running Thursday class events. Because if you own Black Manacles, which pretty much everyone does, you can just run it with that. And by level 70, it has +3 purple into purple, which is insanely good. What do I even take here? I'll take that for now. And now we're forced to another Ice Golem because there is no other choice. I'll take the brown for now. Just boost based on brown. So we'll go for that. That better not miss. The amount of that is spawning would make it almost impossible for it to. Though you never know, the game's done weirder. I'm going to do that even though we have no alignment. Actually, I lied. We had literally one skull up in the sky. Like visibly, but you know, all the way at the top. But at the end, it seems like it just forces you into a battle. So once you reach a certain point, it doesn't even matter what order you do. Because it's just going to force you to do a specific battle anyways. So it really doesn't matter, because you're going to be forced into the same battle regardless. Even if you know which one is better. Just know not to take Ice Golem at this point and you'll be fine. Because it's only giving us one option that is an Ice Golem every time. Or 4 Ice Golems. Because once you get to the point where you don't hit a new cycle, once you finally hit the last cycle, after I think, what, 30 battles? No, it might have been less than that. But once you finally get to the 3rd category of battles, it doesn't even spawn anything. It just, or you know, it's always gonna, there's only one that's ever gonna change. So that one that changes is just the one that you do. Because no other option will ever be different than the one that you're specifically doing. Oh, why'd I do that? I could have already won. Whoops. 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 It's not too big a deal. Anything kills him. It's not like he's gonna kill our hero. And even if he did, you do not lose score in this particular game mode for your troops dying. You do in a class event, you do in Guild Wars. However, this particular event, you get no penalty whatsoever for your troop dying. You literally have 1 troop left with 1 HP left, and it'll still give you the full amount of points for the battle. At least for a world event, anyways. Invasions and raids are the same way, too. They only care if you win. They don't care by what margin you win by. There's actually several that are like that. Faction events, though generally don't want to die because you lose it for the rest of the thing. But, you know, if on the final battle you only had 1 left, you still get the same thing as full. So faction events, Tower of Doom, World events, raids, invasions. I feel like I'm forgetting one more. Bounty Hunter. All of those game modes, surprisingly Bounty Hunter, the effect is determined at the beginning of battle, not at the end. So you still get the effect of it. So all those game modes do not actually care if you lose any troops. The only ones that do are Guild Wars, Thursday class events. Is that really it? I feel like there's a 3rd that I'm forgetting. Yeah, those might be the only 2, actually. Guild Wars and Thursday class events. Am I missing a 3rd? I feel like I'm missing a 3rd. Where you get penalized for any amount of troops dying. Those might be the only 2. For Thursday class events, you get penalized 1 point per troop that dies. And in Guild Wars, there's some kind of really weird calculation. Just try not to die. Otherwise, your points do go lower. And if you do die, you want to resummon. Delves both do and don't. Delves, you lose whatever troops permanently for the rest of the delve. However, winning the delve with 1 troop doesn't give any less loot than winning it with 4. Like, it makes it harder if you die, but you don't get any less loot for dying. Like, as long as you win the final battle with 1 troop left, it's still the same loot as if you won it with 4. So theoretically, delves do not penalize you for dying. Like, you get penalized, but if you win the full delve with at least 1 thing surviving, it doesn't technically do any loot reduction. PvP is the same way. You still get the full amount of loot, even if you have only 1 survive. But yeah, we are talking points. I don't know. Do you get reduced in delves for dying? I don't believe you do. You don't get less points. As long as you physically can win the delve with one troop, you would technically not get penalized on points. While that's really unrealistic to do, unless it's your hero. Like hero with Mang set to Titan or something similar. Like that can solo a whole delve. And in early game, that's actually how you run delves. Is literally don't care if your whole team dies, just literally run it all with Mang. But no, you don't get any reduced loot. It's going to make the delve a lot harder, but your loot actually isn't reduced. Unless you lose the whole thing, in which case, yes. It will be a lot reduced. Deathless. Deathless is a bit weird. Because it's technically not a loot reduction. You only have to go deathless on the final faction that you're doing. So let's say, for example, we are doing going all the way to 500. Let's just say we're going all the way to 500. Let's say from 200 to 490, we die literally every single time with only one troop remaining. If we then just do 500 deathless, it counts as if we did the entire thing deathless. So you generally don't want to over-prioritize not dying in delves. Like, it helps. Like, you generally don't because it's going to go slower. However, you don't technically get any less because as long as the very next one or all the way at the end, you end up doing it deathless, it still counts as if you did the whole way. Similar to why you only do faction for the very last one you want. Like, if you know you're going for 500 pure faction, you don't bother doing any of the other ones because you get the full amount of point once you reach the final one. And deathless is kind of the same way. Even though you generally go deathless almost the entire way just for time's sake, you don't have to until 500 or whatever you're planning to go as the highest. Because as long as you do deathless for that very high one, it counts as if you did the whole way. Similar to how you only do faction once or, you know, pure faction once or a few times if you're going for the smaller ones. Just because once you do the highest one, it counts the entire way. So you don't actually have to do it the entire time, necessarily. So technically, it doesn't actually reduce loot. Though I can see the argument for it, though. As long as you do the very highest one, you're fine on points. Like, you can literally die once every single time, up to 500. Then just don't die on 500, and boom. You're good to go. Anyways, so we did that. I think we did all the things. Unless we want to mess with something else. Because we did that. That's so useful. Actually, how much gold does an epic one give? Is it even relevant? It's not a horrible amount of gold. I might as well go for it. 20,000 gold? It looks like 20,000. That's not a horrible amount. It's not a particularly high amount. So it's high enough that for 1 minute for 20,000 is kind of fine. Because if you did that for an entire hour, that'd be 40,000. So it's effective gold for 1 hour. I mean, for 1 minute is 22 or 23,000 or so. Since we're getting gold from the battles themselves. Which is actually pretty much on par with a gold farming team. So yeah, epic gold or higher is actually kind of worth it. It's about the rate of running a proper gold farming team. So we'll take it. Might as well. Not super good compared to gems or something else though, just because they're so much more versatile, but gold is gold. Also, theoretically, 20,000 gold is about 2 gems. If you were to convert them into the gold keys. Actually, no, that's more like 1 gem. It would average like about 1.5 gems. Which is obviously not a lot, but hey, why not? But anyways, guys, any other questions? Any things you want me to go over? Otherwise, that might be everything for tonight. Tomorrow we'll be doing a midday stream for about an hour, probably around noon Eastern Standard Time, or I'll try to do it exactly at that time. And we'll be doing invasions. I believe we're getting a new weapon for invasions tomorrow too. Let me go double check. We'll have that as well. So we'll mess with invasions. We'll mess with the weapon for about an hour, maybe a little bit more. Though the invasion event's not going to take that long. It takes like probably a half an hour or so. Maybe an hour tops, but we'll be messing with it. Why on earth can I not type? There. Okay, finally. Let me double check what weapon we're getting. If we're even getting a weapon. We should be, though. We are getting the weapon of... Yeah, we are getting a weapon tomorrow. It is a Explode Magic +1 brown gems. As if we didn't already have a billion things that could do that. What color does it use? Blue-green. Interesting. Actually, not too interesting. There's already several that do it. What's it typing? Monster. Okay. Is there any good monsters to really use with that? Not really. It gains 4 of its... Oh, hold up. This actually isn't that bad. It gains 4 of its mana back. That means it effectively has a 10 mana cost going forward. That means you're probably going to get full mana on it every single time. That's actually not too bad. It got saved off a powerful trait. That actually has potential. It also gets to gain Enrage, and if you use this in first slot, it could gain a little bit extra value. You know what? This weapon might actually be good. What kind of monster synergies can you get? Also, the monster hero class is useless, though, isn't it? Oh, you know what? We might finally be able to make an ultra dodge build work. Because isn't the monster hero class that one hero class that has like 1 billion dodge? Isn't it Dervish? Yeah, monster. This is the highest dodge troop in the entire game. Even more than any legends. Because I don't think any mythic has high dodge yet. But it has a 30% into a 20%, which is about a 44%. It's a weird multiplicit because it's an individual 20% and a 30% chance. It's not a total of 50%. It's two individual 20 and then 30% chances. It's not just one big 50% dodge. So its chance to effectively dodge is actually a bit lower. And obviously double dodging doesn't help any because that doesn't do anything more than a single dodge. So it's a little bit weirder than like a 50% dodge. But it's more than a 40% dodge. It's weird, but it's like a 40-something% dodge. Not 50, but higher than the other troop that has 40. And I don't believe there's any mythic that has like 50 or 60 yet, in which case it would be better than this. However, I don't think it exists yet. But yeah, I might need to try making Dervish work. Dervish is getting a bit of a buff indirectly tomorrow because that weapon's not horrible. You get to run it with super high dodge. You could do it with like a monster elemental team. Is there even good monster elementals? I don't think there is. That'd be like the main thing that needs to be happen to make this class useful, is we need monster elementals. What's the easiest way to even check? The problem is you can't double check in game for double typing. But there are a couple monster elementals, aren't there? Let's see. Probably not. And if there is, probably not enough to justify doing it. Like there's one, but it's a pretty bad one. There's another one, but it's also a pretty bad one. Like, they do exist. They're just not that good. There's not enough viable ones to really get away with it. I don't know. We might need to try some monster teams out. Does Monster have 50% Mana Star? I don't believe they do. Do they? Am I forgetting that monsters do off of something? Oh, wait. Do they get it off of... Wait, does the Hive Mind have it? No. He has some kind of other buff. Am I forgetting something that does? I don't think they do yet. No, they do. No, you don't have it. Am I forgetting something? I can't even remember if monsters have half mana start. I don't think they do. No, none of these have the thing. Also, it probably makes sense to check it based on base rarity. They have to be at least a legend to have the trait. Let's see. Where's base rarity? I don't think there is anything that does. Because you don't. You don't. You... Oh, yeah. There's nothing that has 50% monster start. Yeah, that's the main thing holding it back. Otherwise, you can make it like a really weird, dodgy skull build out of the thing. It's still a pretty underwhelming hero class, though. It's actually among one of the weaker ones in the game. At least it's slightly more viable after tomorrow. You'd probably want to build more into a monster team than specifically doing it that way, though. Because I don't think it has too much more going for it. It gets Hunter's Mark, which is nice. Everything on 5 is kind of useless. Extra gold. It's basically the only thing you really get unless you want some magic for yellows. Has that really annoying bandit summon thing where you can go for Brownstorm. Not sure why I have Centaur set. Let's see. Yellow allies gaining some extra attack. Gosh, all these are bad too. Only has a few really good lines. Yeah, overall it's not too good to bother using. It doesn't even have a monster buff, does it? There's no monster buffs. Yeah, that makes it even worse because the trees don't naturally have anything for it. He has a thing for it off his final trait, but that's not the same. Gives all monster allies skills. 2 to all skills every single time it extra turns. Which is an okay amount of stats. It's just there's just no really viable way to use it. What happens tomorrow? We have invasions with a new monster weapon that explodes a bunch of brown with a blue, green-blue weapon. Gains 4 of its mana back. It's actually a pretty good weapon. But I don't think you're going to bother using it with the hero class. It just doesn't seem viable enough. Though it's a pretty good weapon nonetheless. Like, it's not going to specifically be used with the monster hero class, but it still will have some monster synergies if you can get like a few into your team. What's the best way to get all of the faction rewards? Do your 3 daily factions every single day and focus the harder ones with Tuesday faction events. It takes a while. Like, in the current state of the game, I think, well, theoretically, it can be done in a year, though you need a lot of gems to get it done in a year. Though it can be done in a year. By combining, if you do all the easier factions in the underworld with your 3 daily factions, and you then do all the harder ones with your Tuesday ones, you could probably get it done in under a year with about 20 to 30,000 gems. That's obviously a ridiculously high amount of gems, though throughout the game you get a lot of them passively. So that might seem like a really big number, but you can end up getting like hundreds per day some days, especially later in the game. If you take tribute literally every single hour, you can easily get over 100 gems. Like, at the current state of the game, if I took it for like 10 hours, we're already hitting like 120 gems or something. Probably even higher. Actually, aren't we averaging closer to 20 per tribute? Or that should probably be over 200 then. But I feel like my average is like 21 right now with all the kingdom upgrades. But that's literally every upgrade in the entire game. Obviously, you get quite a few gems over time. This game is really good about giving free gems, that's for sure. Like, literally just today, too. It's 45, even if you just did bare minimum. Which is this one and then the top thingy. It's 45 gems. Or sorry, 35. I forgot, the rare one's only 15, isn't it? Because the ultra rare is 25, the epic is 50, and the legendary one is 100. What's a good way to... I already answered that. Good weapon that you don't use. It's a good weapon that you don't use. Got it. I don't know. It will be somewhat usable. I don't know. We'll mess around with it tomorrow when the new weapon comes out. It's just the hero class 4. It's pretty bad. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be calling it a night. How is RimWorld not bookmarked? Because I'm doing it through Steam, and Steam doesn't have the thing for it. It's not like a normal browser when you do it through Steam. So that's why. Like, every single time you open browser on Steam, it's like you're opening up like a brand new browser for the first time. So, I don't think there is any way to save it, unless there is a way that I'm not aware of. But no, on my normal browser, it's saved, obviously. But when you do it through Steam, it's like a weird version of it. But anyways, guys, I will catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. Tomorrow at noon, we'll cover invasions. Before then, we'll hopefully have the Flask video up. I still haven't covered, but I want to very soon. And aside from that, probably cover the Mythic this week, too, the Iron Gut. He is in Soulforge. You do want to cover it, ideally this Saturday, just to kind of go over it a little bit. Speaking of this Saturday, we'll also do a midday stream for Darkest Dungeon that day. And probably finish up the game, ideally. And we'll go from there. But anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. We'll catch you guys later. Best of luck with everything. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye, everyone. And thanks for watching.